So today I'm going to be reviewing the Infinity Ultron Build-A-Figure. This figure is pretty cool. It's not quite as big as I think a lot of us thought it was going to be, but overall I still like this figure. His weapon is really massive and sort of hard for him to hold. It doesn't really fit in his hand all that well, so I sort of have to just rest it on the ground a little bit like this, and it does come apart, but the paint apps and everything look pretty cool on it. And I want to do a quick size comparison. So we'll put She-Hulk and Hawkeye from this wave next to him so you can sort of see the size comparison. She-Hulk is just a tad bit taller, just barely. They both sort of have their legs a little bit spread out. So let's see here if we stand them a little more straight. Yeah, they're still about the same size. She-Hulk's just a tad bit taller. And I also wanted to show you guys real quick a size comparison to some of the other What If figures. So this is the Watcher Build-A-Figure here and the Star-Lord T'Challa figure. That way you guys can sort of see a size comparison, how he will sort of compare to like the Watcher. I feel like the Infinity Ultron figure was supposed to be a little bit bigger, but I mean, it's not horrible though. So now we're taking a closer look at the figure. The head looks pretty cool. You got the Mind Stone up here, the red eyes here, and then you can see underneath there, sort of the Vision head. When in the show, when it opens up, you can see it. Gold paint apps look really cool on this. You can see the other Infinity Stones here on the chest. Look pretty awesome. And I love the paint apps on the silver, sort of the metallic color. Looks really cool. You got some more gold here, more down here, a little more here on the legs. You can tell sort of the leg part here is a little bit different than the rest of the figure. The two legs are. You can see that color difference between the rest of the figure here. This is more of a lighter silver. This is more of like a bluish silver. Not a huge problem, but it's something that does bug me a little bit. These little here, not sure what those are. Little gears or something. It's pretty cool looking though. And some more gold here on the knee cap. Shiny, nice and shiny. Feet look pretty cool. You got the gold there on the side. Got little pegs here. The knees and elbows are both pinless. Hands look really cool. That gold and everything there. Looks pretty cool on there. Those little shoulder deals. The back of the figure here, I like how those go up through the cape. That looks cool. A little bit of gold here on the back of the neck too. And I'm not sure if you can actually take this cape off. Yes you can. It just goes in through the peg there and then over these, but I'll take that off for right now so you guys can see the back. Some more gold right there. Not much else here on the back of the legs. Got a little more of that gold on the bottom there. And then we'll check out the cape here. So that's that little peg. And this is cool down here towards the bottom. You got this little gold line that actually goes all the way from the back of it, or I guess this would be the inside to sort of the back part. This little gold line looks cool. But I also like these sort of darker maroon parts here. It's part of the animation style that they did on there for like the shading or whatever, or shadows. Looks pretty cool. So I'll put that back on there. And once again, it just has that little peg, just pops right in there after you slide it over those little spikes or whatever. I actually like that it goes over the spikes because it keeps the cape on a little bit better rather than just the peg. It sort of keeps it on there better so it doesn't fall off as easy. So now I'm going to show you a bit of a closer look at his weapon. So it comes apart right there at the big piece. This piece just sort of goes in there like that. Pop. It goes in there. Looks pretty good. Nice, bright, shiny silver. Sort of this dark brownish, goldish color in those little dots. And then down here, those little creases there. You got that sort of same brownish, goldish color. And the tip is really flexible. I sort of had to bend it a little bit because it came sort of bent. But it's sort of heavy, so when you put it in his hand, it just where just drops. So now for the articulation. So he can look down really far. He can look up a decent amount. He looks up pretty far. And then arms go up pretty far. These hinder a little bit, but really not as much as I thought it would. He does have bicep swivels, double jointed pinless elbows, wrists go down and up a little bit. All right, so for the abs, he bends forward a little bit, but this little plastic piece right here sort of hinders his ability to bend forward. That little plastic piece right there. And then he doesn't really bend back that much, just a tad bit. And he doesn't have a waist cut. He does have thigh cuts, which is where the Build-A-Figure pieces pop in there. He does kick forward quite a bit, a little bit backwards. Double jointed knees, which are also pinless. Ankles go down about that far and up really far. Dang. Rotation side to side. All right, so now I am going to take him and put him on my what if shelf. So I will show you that real quick so you can sort of see how they look with the rest of the what if figures. So this is my what if shelf, and I put him right back in there, and I couldn't get the weapon to stand up or like for him to hold it, so I just set it up against here. But that's what he looks like with the rest of the what if figures. Thank you guys for watching.